Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick LTV. Keep it locked.
I'm gonna tell you. We, us, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I say? You see, set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, brothers and sisters. Once a greetings once again at the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. And all things good and wonderful amongst us and about us. Welcome viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe and make sure you grow the platform. You see. And visit the Cash App if you can. You don't know, no pressure. See? Cash App, as I see in the description and probably across the screen. See, so I observe the use and the purpose of Indecom in Jamaica today as a, you know, like, I don't know, you know, whether they defend their human rights or them is like a guide for the police. You know, see, we don't say them not necessary. We know it's needed, because one thing more tell I them, even with the Zozo we are going, you know, where a whole heap of people gladly surrender them rights for protection. You know, as the old saying go, if you surrender your rights to protection, you know, you don't deserve it. See? Because that's not supposed to happen. You get me? It's a right to be protected. And if a system or a government or a institution now perform the duties that them were ordained to perform, then them not fit for purpose. Something wrong. Them need to clean up. See? Well, with that said, we not disparage Indecom. You know, see, because it did it for a purpose. Probably it shouldn't have been there in the first place, because, you know, the police should have been moderated enough to manage the rights alongside them duties. You know, embrace the rights while performing them duties and carrying out them duties and things like that. But if that's not the case, and they have to get another institution, set up another institution for monitor that, you know, you just can't just complain. So you need for looking at yourself sometimes. Sometimes, you know, I just saw it go. You know, see. Now, the next thing where kind of puzzle me, where kind of create that is, shouldn't there be like an independent institution where the police can refer its, you know, disgust to and things like that, apart from Minister of Justice, so-called Minister of Justice in Jamaica? Yeah, I think there should be. Because again, you know, it's a whole heap of thing that encourage criminality within the police force, corruption and them sort of thing there. And if no monitor not there, if no outlet not there where the police them can, you know, expound on certain things, complain about certain things, and with the satisfaction or with the knowledge that them all get a satisfactory you know, approach or action towards whatever them concern is. You know, them don't have to, them wouldn't have to, I don't think them would have to resort to certain level of indiscipline, you know, because I just saw it go. You know, see, for instance, with the promotion and certain things, how it work within the police force. Presently is like the argument is that the police force is too corrupt for society choose what you call it here, a commissioner from amongst the rank. Yeah, you understand me? That shouldn't be a thing. You get what I say? A police commissioner should always be somebody who come up in the rank. That is why I strongly believe somebody who know from nitty-gritty come right up. See? Like, me I watch I Just Star a while ago, and you have a bridging from the young police. Him have a channel named Jamaica Young Police, and him touch some interesting point, even though a lot of them, some of them kind of contradictory. See, but we're not going to go into that. See, but we are talking about the point them when touch upon. See, police are called police informer to do police work because the police do a thorough police work and all them sort of thing there. You know, them thing is embracing a culture where we further diminish human rights. See, because if you are gonna look on it like that, just imagine how you look on criminality and how you expect or you know how you what you expect from people and what people supposed to expect from you. The treatment them where you met out to people and things like that is like you expect, say, you know, this is natural and normal, even when you go against them basic rights for survive. You know, see, these things are unacceptable. It's an unacceptable approach and principle, culture altogether within the police force. You know, the police force should be far immune from these type of little disease, then I could put it away there. You know, see, yeah, you know, it should be a level of mannerism where the police embrace, where should be on par with none, because them have a critical responsibility. You know, them the area for be culturally corrupt, it should have been more fragile. Should have been a lot more, you know? Yeah. Like, you know, a policeman can complain if him in the crowd and him not like what go on, him can complain anonymously. You know, give the required statement and them sort of thing there, or give the whatever institution him talk to a proper statement, and from that them lead on to that statement alone can enable them to follow, to do the necessary job where need to be done, and you know, a conviction or a disciplinary measure. You know, see, Indecom now is like really and truly society, people out the road, youth and youth, gunman and all them sort of thing, they have more of a defense against the police than the police have a defense against themselves, because they do need that. You know, see, for instance, now, if society decides that they want to choose a commissioner from outside of the police force, how come the police force itself don't have a area where them can go complain about that or protest that? Because at the end of the day, you know, if them, you know, if the police is not comfortable with them growth and development and potential for, you know, it's the apex of the police force. And the moment that you join the police force and thing like that, you know, that should be him aim to become the police commissioner one day. That should have been a possibility, you know, a motivational aspect of him thing. And it's obviously in a dead. So how is that even, how one expect the security forces to carry out certain level of duty with, you know, what's the motivation? the end of the day, you know, these are questions where we're critical to the whole thing. Now, I see this setup as a way of maintain certain corrupt nature, mentality right across the board, not just within the police force. You understand me? Because if the police force don't have no intention and a great interest in them own a career, like it had gone away. I mean, you know, you understand what I say? Because that thing was supposed to make the youth them want stay clean. So at the end of the day, if the opportunity should arise when the day were commissioner or something like that coming out of the picture, the opportunity coming out of the picture, them wouldn't want to know, so them have certain little petty thing. I mean, you have to create this thing where we're on par with none, where you know, give them more credit. Somebody I ring my phone and me I wonder whether my car about and thing like that. But me get back to that after. So it kind of distracting, very distracting. You know, see, so that should have create. You should have this proper motivational aspect where I mean, how far when you join the police force, you might expect to go these days. You know, the Jamaica police force. You have to ask these questions, you know, and when you look on it now, because of this, it leaves them susceptible to, leave them open to be manipulated by outside elements and outside forces, including politicians and other powerful members of the public who want to have them own way, who want to go around the law, who want to do certain things and behave certain way. You know, see, the next subject when we hear in touch on is that a lot of police get fined with illegal firearm, and them reason when you ask them what am I do with that, how you come by, why you do that as a police, you must say, boy, it's because them can't get a license gun. The thing is, me want again, how a police can't get a license gun? What I mean, the moment you show your ID, Rasta, there shouldn't even be any investigation. You know? Because at the end of the day, the owners of all of this would have rely upon the superintendent them and whoever him subordinate to in the police force, because you know it's a thing where it's supposed to be at least that strong. That's them know them that your character have to be clean for you to still exist in the police force. At least clean to the level where you can acquire a license firearm. Now, apart from that, yeah, why can't Jamaica police force, especially at this time, and give it the nature of affairs with criminality and you know how crime and go and all them sort of thing there? Why couldn't or why can't it be that the police force afford every police officer a firearm, a keep and care firearm for himself? Now them little thing here is something because I for wonder, how comes you have any police in the police force of Jamaica? See, because really and truly it can't care for them. You know, see it? No, it only answer one question. It's like most police in there. We can answer a few police corrupt. It would have come in like most police in there then solely for the opportunity to be corrupt, where the authoritative position give them. You know, see it? It's just say every police now gonna jump on anything. Yeah, we can say class. You have certain class where you know, classiness about certain police where anybody can bribe him, because even the judge them I get bribed, as far as I'm concerned. You know, public prosecution I get bribed because I'm accessible easily too. There's no shield, no protector measures from the institution where them is implied to prevent them from them sort of thing there. Because at the end of the day, no motivational aspect. Not that, because if you are going to treat the police them so whereby the police them, it's impossible for one of them to become the commissioner of the force where them have served for how many years. come on, what's the motivation? You know, the only motivation could have been corruption. The access to the opportunity where it might provide. And we got, you see, in a lot of ways, you know, we might define corruption as being aligned to gunman and criminal and them sort of thing there, you know? And we not take it to the level where we look and say, boy, just by knowing that businessman, they're not give him certain leg over and all certain things like that, under the table reasoning, and you go check him, or it's not corruption. You know, see, now, in a many cases, Rasta, when them man find themselves in any form of problem, is them same police friend here, them link up for twist and twaggle the course of justice for them. You know, they start the thing and the investigation or the case not gone away. Again, them are men of reputable character before all of these allegations draw. So more than likely, whatever conclusion the investigation come with is gonna be is usually supported by them known characteristics are you know, them never mix up people. Them, if it gets me drift. See, so corruption exists in all quarters. It's just that say certain people, you can't get to see them being corrupt. Certain member of the force, you can't get to see them being corrupt because due to the people are the type of corruption where them involved in. You know, sometimes it's not construed as corruption or defined as corruption. Corruption is a broad brush thing where it needs to be observed with every layers, you know. It's not just taking a bribe for releasing a taxi man or a car man on the road and things like that. Sometimes it's passing on valid information or you know, sensitive information to certain people where them can, all these things happen. And I'm just one phone call, you know, see it, and nobody, you know, and, you know, because I'm now look on it say, yo, that same man here, I go come protest my appointment for commissioner later on, because him now go reach this up. You know, see it, a little youth, they don't on the floor, I'm glad to take all a bribe from a taxi man and all them things there, because if that come back, come haunt him later on in 19, you know, it not going to stop him from get promotion to sergeant. You see, likely it would have stopped him from get promotion to commissioner if that was if the opportunity if him reach to that stage there. You know, because so simpler. I mean, the higher the monkey climb and the more I'm exposed. You know, the higher the promotion and the more simple things, simple infractions that affect your progression. You know, see. So all of these little things, I hope the item catch me drift, you know. You know, see, without these, we don't know, you know, it's like where I go, what we are do, we are gonna just sit down here so until we dead, really and truly, you know. A lot of man who even as it is today where the outsiders are come be the commissioner, a lot of man find themselves stuck in a one position because certain affiliation, political affiliation, because, you know, why is the police force always corrupted or try, political parties always try to align themselves with them in a significant way where they themselves get tarnished as aligned with, as, you know, why? I mean, why is it in anybody's interest for compromise an institution like the police force? Why would anybody want to do that? For maintain a corrupt structure so that them themselves in a whatever capacity them a perform can benefit from corruption as well, can be corrupt and go and challenge and have people within a place like the police force we can inform them, like Mr. Pass on sensitive information to them where we better enable them to defend themselves in terms of any inquiry or investigation or anything like that, what would point them out as being corrupt or inactive and them sort of thing there. You know, see, it's all a structure. It's all a thing where set up for you know, it just there for maintain. If the police being corrupt is not just a thing where themselves want to do. A system is set up for ensure. Say them corrupt. The police force of Jamaica is corrupt. And, you know, it's not just by default, Rasta. You see, it's not just, you know, and not just so. The system, the police system itself set up for them be corrupt. If it's so, where I go with that. And, you know, we have to observe it from these perspectives, these angles. We can't just simplify it like police corrupt and things like that. Come on. If there is no hope, I mean, come on. I hope you get my drift. I hope the them catch my drift still. You know, see it. And with that said, we'll leave it there. So we give thanks. Rastafari. It's frustrating.